not gonna lie. I've been genuinely tweaking, but at the same time, very grateful and calm. It's a weird thing. I think something's happening to me. I don't know what it is, but something's definitely happening to me as of late. Um, I've been in a weird place when it comes to my nervous system. I believe that it's like recalibrating itself in ways that I really can't comprehend at the moment. But I'm just letting go of trying to figure it out. I'm just letting go of stressing for no reason, letting go of stressing over things that I genuinely can't control, but at the same time can't control with just letting things be. I have to focus on living more than anything instead of worrying, because I feel like most of my time as of late has been robbed with just worry. I've been worrying about shit that I feel like just makes things worse the more I worry about it, and I know it's making it worse. So I worry about it more, and when I try to let myself just be, that worries me, because the times that I actually lived, I was living, and that's scary to me, because when you live, you fuck up. When you live, you actually feel things. You go through the cycles of life, like of just experience. And I can't, like, I can observe, but I feel like after the fact that something happens, and I can react or act on that specific thing that's happening to me after the fact that it happens. I can't know what to do before something happens, because I don't even know what's gonna happen. You feel me? I don't know what is waiting for me in the future, and the more I try to predict that, the more that I try to like peek into the future to see what I gotta do, I just genuinely feel like I'm fucking myself over. I'm stressing for no fucking reason, bro. I've been stressing about minuscule things that genuinely don't even matter at the end of the day. Because if you think about it, I know people keep saying this, but we're all gonna die, bro. And I don't want to sound like that's the whole reason why you shouldn't worry about shit, but like, it all boils down to just nothing really matters. You worrying about shit is not gonna do shit for you. And if you think that trying isn't gonna do shit for you either, would you rather try and figure out, okay, this didn't work out for me, let me try something else, or just completely throw away everything, any opportunity of shit ever working out for you, and just continue to, like, you gotta choose your heart. And that's what I've come to realize lately. I've been choosing the hard that I thought was, I didn't think it was good for me. I was choosing a hard that felt easier, but no, it was easier to know that this hard that I'm choosing is like I know how this is gonna go, compared to something that I have to take a risk. I have to have faith in. I have to actually try and figure it out myself, bruh. Me as a person, I feel so lost half of the time, and I know a lot of people can relate to this, but I genuinely feel so lost with a lot of the shit that I do. But that always gave me a sense of freedom to just do whatever I want, because I don't know what I'm doing. So the only way to find that out is by doing. You just gotta put yourself out there. And I know It sounds simple, but it really is that simple. You you can't be thinking like it's like you can't think too much. I would say you can't be too caught up in your mind, and that's something that I just feel like I've been doing a lot. Just been too much in my head of trying to predict how things are gonna go if I choose this path, go down this path, or if this is even gonna work out. If I choose this path and I don't see instant results or the results that I want, how do I know if I'm ever gonna get to the place that I really desire? Or and it's just like you're gonna have doubts and just going like and just doing shit. I don't know. Like you're gonna have doubts. That's gonna come up because you genuinely don't know what's gonna happen. You don't know what's on the other side, and that's the scary part, I suppose. But at the same time, when you look at it through a different lens, that's the most fun part. And it's fun because when you just let go of the outcome and start really embracing the journey of just doing the shit, just showing up, just going out there, you have more time to really see what life is teaching you. You know what I mean? You have more of an opportunity to see the other doors that are being presented to you, because you think you're supposed to go down this one path, and there's so many different things, like so many other doors will open for you once you just be, man. Once you be your most authentic self, just be honest with yourself, just live, just explore, be curious. And that's something that I have been really just set on, just being okay with not knowing shit, being okay with not knowing. Like, I have a lot of insecurities that I don't know if it'll ever change, no matter how hard I try. And maybe there's a part of me that thinks that I'm supposed to love the changes that are happening to me and appreciate the changes that are happening to me. I keep trying to anticipate what's gonna happen before the shit happens. And I feel like that's just not fair for me and for anything else that's trying to come into my life. Because I feel like I'm prolonging the blessings that are supposed to be, that want me just as much as I want them. And yeah, I don't know, bro. I was really looking in the mirror today. I was looking at myself, and there's a lot of things I do not like. And of course, I'm working on things to change that. But then at the same time, while doing this, I'm just learning to love who I am right now in this very moment. Not trying to be too fixated on this future version of myself, or fixated on how I used to be, and being scared of, I think at times it's just really weird trying to better yourself in different ways, because in one aspect you're scared to just lose everything that you thought you were. You know what I mean? Like, you lose that sense of identity because you're becoming something new. You're becoming someone that is unrecognizable, someone that is closer to who you actually want to be, who you truly are. But at the same time, you don't even know who that person is. You haven't really got to know that person. You're forming a new relationship while also letting go of an old one. But it's just weird, man. I think I'm grieving a lot of things of who I used to be, and the beliefs that I used to hold for myself. And I feel like a lot of the insecurities that I do have they never existed before. These were things I never even worried about growing up. But now that I'm older and uh, I don't know, comparison has been a very big thing amongst, I'll say the internet for sure, but just people also. Like, I tend to look at how other people look, see how their lives are going, and compare it to my own life and what I'm doing, and it genuinely feels like you're not doing shit. It feels like you're not doing enough, and I think that's the most scary part for me when it comes to like living, just living life, because I don't want to be doing something and having it lead to nothing, to nowhere. I want to be doing something and actually be proud of the shit that I've done for myself. And I'm just, I guess, like, I used to be really scared of just wasting my life in, but it was a certain, it wasn't even like my fear. I've come to realize it wasn't even my fear that I was holding. It was a fear that I feel like other people put onto me, and it's something that I just adopted. I was fearing that I couldn't live up to other people's expectations, and I believed that those expectations were my own. But when I look back at my past, and at a place where I felt like my most authentic self, which was when I was a kid, I look at life, and I looked at myself in a certain way where I had no worries. I knew I didn't know shit, but I knew what I wanted to do. I knew the shit that I wanted to do that day or the next day. I knew that how I wanted to feel. You know what I mean? And just chasing that feeling is what kind of got me to where I was. Got me to the things that I love to enjoy in my free time. The things that I love to do in my free time. I'm just noticing that I've always known, and a lot of people I've heard, say that when you grow up, you just go back to how you were, and I agree partially. I feel like you go back, but then also you evolve from. It's a weird mix. It's like I guess you stand taller, you stand firm on who you are, and that will carry on throughout your whole life, the rest of your life, because you won't allow other people's opinions or expectations to hold you down, to keep you in a place where you don't want to be at. And the only thing that you actually care for and worry about is your own well-being, what you actually want to be doing in this world. And I feel like that is your whole purpose as a person, to just do what you need to do for yourself, not in like a negative, selfish way, but in a selfish way, like in a way where it genuinely benefits you and everybody else around you, because you're not hiding anything. You're not trying to please anybody else except yourself, in a way where you can show up for other people as yourself, not as anybody else. You don't, you know what I mean? I hope you guys know what I mean. It's I feel like just being who you are helps the world. It genuinely helps the world a lot, because it just clears paths for you. It makes things a whole lot easier. You make friends a whole lot easier. You start seeing what's actually for you a whole lot easier, and you start making genuine connections a whole lot easier. You have a better relationship with life, a better relationship with everything in life, just people, just like I don't know. You just show up as who you are in everything that you do, and I feel like that just makes everyone's lives a whole lot easier. Um, yeah, bro. The reason why I wanted to just hop on here for real is because I've been looking at myself in a different light, and I've just been learning to accept my flaws, my insecurities, the fact that I even have insecurities, the fact that I, still have doubts, but I for real feel like I know I'm gonna be okay. I I have a knowing that I'm gonna be all right. Things are gonna work out just fine, and I'm exactly where I need to be. Things are going to be okay. Things are going to be all right. Everything is working out for me. Even if I don't see it at that time, even if I don't feel it, I just have a knowing. It's something outside of like my human like functions, my human emotions and shit. Like I just have this thing in my soul where no matter how I go about shit, I just know things are gonna be all right. For real. I just have this overwhelming just knowing, and for real made me want to cry because I just realized like I've been stressing for no reason. It's something I've been trying to control. I just been learning to just let it be. If I feel anxious, I'm gonna just be anxious. I'm not even gonna try to like be something else. And that has surprisingly led me to just regulate myself in a way where I'm not forcing anything. And I like that. I really do. I enjoy this. I'm enjoying this path. I'm enjoying this journey that I'm on. I've been enjoying this journey that I'm on. Every time I look back on my life, I just see how beautiful everything is. I'm very appreciative. I can't help but to be appreciative and just thankful. I'm gonna be alright, and you're gonna be alright.